Hi, chat. How are you? Ladies, gentlemen, programs, users, and gentlefolk, welcome on into After Dark. That's right. Yours truly is back for a second stream. Hi. As you can see, we got the wheel set up. We're going to do a little bit of American truck. I know, apparently I wasn't paying attention. I thought I had switched it over to the category to American truck rather than Enjoy. Boy, was I wrong. Hi. Oh, if we're new to the channel and you don't know what After Dark is a bonus, extra little stream. Hit a couple of different goals. A couple of daily goals right there. So 14 daily subs, gifted resub, or new sub on Twitch for $69 in tips. Well, somebody was kind earlier in the week. They knew who. And that's right. That's right. You got to bring your own drinkies and snacks. Look, don't you look at this bitch. This bitch has been doing this for 8 years. This is my Streamerversary. You be nice. Hello, Ruben. Don't you start with me, sir. Why is that not showing? We've been live for like 10 minutes and it's still, what is room for a mother trucker? Hi. What is going, why is this not doing it? I swear to God, if that now suddenly shows up, oh, look, wait, yeah, it's my Streamerversary. Oh, there it is. That took some 8 years. No, listen, there is no OnlyFans. Cheer chat went on Union Smoke Break, something like that, apparently. Apparently it did. But yeah, so it is my 8th Twitchiversary, Streamerversary, however you want to look at it. Been doing this, getting paid. Yeah, well, I'm sorry that you're hungry. I'm not, you can't talk to Dad though. Dad can't do anything about the fact that you're hungry. Number one, I'm Canadian. You're in California. I can't help you. The only thing I can do is say, hey, why don't you talk to your lovely wife and ask her if she can just slap you around and maybe that'll help. Also, Only Feet is amazing. Was weird seeing you there. Whoa, wait, what? Only Feet? Gross. That's gross. That is disgusting. How dare you? Okay, if you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm redoing my center again because I need to. Because everything has changed since the last time. There we go. Okay, hold on. So we're redoing the Toby again. I'm gonna make veggie lasagna sounds delicious. And by the way, what weirdo wants to look at Only Feet? I'm trying not to shame, but come on, that's just weird. It's weird. It's off-putting. I can't mail you poutine because by the time the poutine got there to you, it wouldn't be poutine anymore. It would be a science experiment. Really? I thought lingerie would be the most common fetish. Okay, apparently I better double check to make sure that everything is still 5x5. No, so far. Check to make sure that I don't have any little red exclamation mark inside anything. Okay, we're good. Yay. I mean, listen, different strokes for different folks, okay? I don't make the list. I don't make this up. Talk to the psychiatrist. Also, so yesterday I found out that playing rugby without studs on a wet field is a... Really? You don't say. I never would have guessed that. Never would have guessed that. Fetish to me is nuanced. I feel like everyone likes lawn. I mean, some people, I'm sure there are people out there who don't. Okay, what about leather chat? That's not lingerie. That's something different. Yeah, it sounds like a dumb idea. Watch it on cell phone. PC seems to have connection issues with Twitch. Well, tell it. Have you ever asked it to not? 8 years doing this, chat. We are halfway to the sub goal, by the way, for the month of April. So thank you for that. Thank you for keeping us at about that halfway point. The sub goal is 75. Thanks for keeping us there. And again, thanks for the continued support over the course of the last eight plus years. I've actually been streaming longer than 8 years on Twitch, but according to Twitch, this is when I got affiliate, so this counts. Weird how that works, right? Okay, so I decided that we were gonna do this because I was just like, you know what, like, we've spent a considerable amount of time with Terraria, and I just needed something different just to Lederhosen. I mean, jawohl. I mean, you do you. You like Lederhosen. I mean, that is 100% on you. I don't find Lederhosen attractive, personally. By the way, this is After Dark, which means topics tend to be a little close to, you know, grown-up level. Tend to be closer. Also going to bed. Well, you go to bed. You get some rest, Ruben. Cheers, man. Again, thank you for the coffee. As always, appreciated. Wow, that frame time, it kind of stuck. By the way, it is going to get real toasty in this goddamn room. I mean, toasty. It is still 26 degrees Celsius. Feels like 30. Fuck. Yeah. Hello, Nick. How are you? Okay. There we go. All right. I have no idea where I am right now on the map. I don't know where I am on the map. I'm somewhere. I'm somewhere. I don't know where, but I'm somewhere. There are a lot of billboards. That can't be real. Oh, and it's raining where... Oh, this is fantastic. I love it. All right, well, the truck doesn't seem too loud. Turn that down just okay. I feel like that should be good. Yeah, so I mean, the thing is though, is you guys have to understand, I am a variety streamer, right? So I do like a lot of different games. So I do tend to bounce around from time to time. And I just, again, I've been pretty deep into Terraria the last little bit. So I figured, you know what, we'll do something a little different here tonight for After Dark. We'll get into a little American truck. The reason I haven't been doing the trucking though is, again, my main focus has been Terraria the last little bit, doing that playthrough. But after doing the Wall of Flesh today, inadvertently doing the Wall of Flesh in Terraria, I decided that maybe I'll just take a little bit of a break from it and do something different. All right, we're in Maryville. Is Missouri, and is it Louisiana that's next, or is it Iowa that's next? I feel like we're actually gonna get Iowa, aren't we? I don't know how that's gonna work out. We're gonna head over here. I think Iowa's next. Yeah, I think it might be as well. I think it just might be. YouTube, again, as always, thank you for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for putting in that watch time. It really has been very noticeable recently. I'm seeing the numbers climb up, so thanks for throwing down with the likes. Thank you so much for hitting the subscribe. It does mean a lot. Goes a very long way to helping out. It's honestly, it is the same as being on Twitch, right? Like the subscribe on YouTube is the same as a follow on Twitch. It's free. Goes a long way to help things out. It is great. Dakotas, I mean, they should honestly sleep. I think they should do both the Dakotas together. They should just call it the Dakotas. Do North and South Dakota together. Just call the DLC the Dakota. Right? Does that not make sense? I feel like it makes sense to me. I can be wrong. Oh, my GPU is very unhappy. 76 degrees Celsius. Ooh! Like I said, it's toasty. Little on the warm side. I hope they have it. Here's the thing. I'm kind of... I haven't found a lot of hidden roads here in Missouri yet, but I haven't spent a lot of time exploring the map for hidden roads, you know? And I feel like I probably should. But I feel also like if I'm going to do that, I need to have a good, like, solo vehicle mod just to drive around without, you know, anything major. Okay, I don't know what this seems to be a thing, so we're going to... There, okay. I just wanted to get that real quick. Get that out of the way. All right, let's go. Now, I had considered Star Citizen tonight, but I'm waiting until patch 4.2 drop. Thank you, T-Vale. Appreciate that. Wait for the road trip update. Oh, we're definitely gonna... I want to be able to do some road trip, and the thing is like it's... There is so much drivability in these titles. There's that. New core, yeah. All right, and we're just gonna slide on in. Get us a little bit of rest. Yeah, 8 years on this. Okay, hold on. Let's allow that. There we go. Okay. Should have just called it North American Truck Simulator, added Mexico and Kentucky. Hey. Want to go back up to Mount Rushmore? Last time I went, it was like 10. I was like 10:42 now. Looks like I got to rearrange my apartment to get the PC close where my brother-in-law has his router to get a stable internet connection. Set up my laptop kitchen connection. Fine. That's a good... Oh, the number 42. Because Nuts Live. Nuts Life in 42. For fuck's sake. Because he used to put out 42 for the Answer to Life universe and everything all the time. So it was one of those, okay, that's it. The number 42 is now banned. I allowed it, though. Don't worry. It's all good. All right, so we're in Maryville. Let's see what we can pick up. Okay. So I'm already done with... We can do freight now because I'm already done with cruising Missouri. So we're gonna do Maryville. I don't need rice. I want rice. There we go. Okay. I mean, that's a hell of a run. Ooh, corn down to Amarillo. Or wheat. You know what? We're gonna head across to Denver. We're gonna go to Denver. We're gonna head to Denver, Colorado. I'm gonna go grab this load. And before we get too deep into this, quick second here while I do this, that, and then go over here. That. There we go. Okay, that's there it is. All right, I feel better about it now. There it is. Good old Star Trekker freaking original soundtrack that. I'm on my way back home. Hi, chat. Welcome into Arcade After Dark, the Streamerversary edition. So if y'all want to get buck crazy in here, don't get naked though. That's illegal. Y'all want to get crazy, you know what to do. Go nuts. And by the way, all of you need to sit back and thank Sleepy Developer because it's because of Sleepy that we're doing a Arcade After Dark. It is also thanks to everybody. Has some new updates soon? Well, I hope they're updating their soundtrack. I hope they're updating their soundtrack. They need more music. They've got a great soundtrack, but they need more. Oh, hey, we got a picture place up here. Okay, well, we're stopping in to grab a photo. Wait, is that a photo? I don't know. Is it? I don't think. Maybe it is? No. No, it's not. It's not working. Oh, we almost hit the top. Yeah, we're just cutting through. We're cut. Just hey, listen. Don't mind me. Just cut through, bro. Cut through, bro. Organic Valley, baby. Ooh, yeah. Way back home. You know what would be really great is if I could use my flight equipment for Star Trek without having to use third-party software to rebind everything. Star Trekker, you hear me? Make it happen. Make it happen. I'm at the stage that everyone else in this ETS2, someone in my way, just pass on the right. I mean, you're not necessarily wrong. Thanks, Icy. That's right. It's Dad's Streamerversary. 8 years. Being able to actually earn a living doing this. It's kind of nuts. I just hope that I can get 8 years in on YouTube. Boom, on the hook. Yeah, I know, right? God, I get like, fuck that Roblox week past them. Ain't got no time for that. I mean, I'll take the detour. I will take the detour. It is okay. Doesn't hurt me. Okay, here we go. Oh, also help me. I joined Thunder's SC org. I will now have no life. I mean, I don't see a problem here. That sounds fine. That sounds perfectly acceptable and fine. You know what here's the thing, Sleepy, you know what you do with those clips? You download them, you throw them up on YouTube Short. Turn them into short. I haven't been able to do too much of that myself recently because there hasn't been a whole lot of clips. But I haven't been doing a whole lot of dumb things on stream in video games recently. So it's hard to clip when the guy... Oh, you did that already, not shorts? Oh, let me guess, TikTok? No, I've been getting better at games. I'm not intentionally breaking shit and doing dumb things. Video games. I'm actually playing the game. You know, the Get Good scrub? Little secret for all of you. I generally play games badly for comedic value. Not because I'm bad at the games, because I enjoy playing them badly to make everybody groan. I don't know, you know, the Prince Albert clip didn't do nearly as well as I had hoped. Sending controller support is one of the things Star Trekker said they are working on. I mean, that's good. Uploaded as regular vids. Gotcha. I got you. Speaking of YouTube, I did something right. I uploaded a vid on Sunday, and as of 5 minutes ago, it's got plus over 40 views, 10x what video. Yeah, so the one thing I've actually discovered with YouTube, specifically with video uploads, is time and tag are everything. SEO in your time is everything. It's crazy. I actually found, for me personally, if I was uploading videos to YouTube when I was trying to do that I got my best results if I was uploading and the video was going live at about 9 a.m. Eastern. First 24 hours, like 1 view per hour. That's not bad. I'm actually the one thing, and again, this is huge, and I do want to say, like, really and truly, like, thank you, like, shouts out to the YouTube community, and thank you so much for that. Is you guys have been putting in some time, because I'm noticing it. I've got a thing that tracks metric for YouTube for watch time and stuff like that. Just because I want to know how things are performing. And doing Terraria, honestly, Terraria has been really good for the YouTube side of things. It hasn't done great on Twitch, but it's done really well on YouTube. Y'all on YouTube love Terraria. It is a good game. Well, I mean, I find streaming it kind of hit or miss, right? Is it multiplayer? Terraria, you can play up to, 4 players co-op, but it's not multiplayer. It's not what I would say. Well, no, sorry, it's 8 players co-op. It's not like a full multiplayer game. It's, yeah, co-op, yeah. Think like similar to Valheim or Minecraft, but it's 2D side-scrolling. It is technically, mechanically, the game is difficult. Like, it is far harder than I was expecting it to be. Like, far more difficult than I was expecting. Oh no, listen, I've got it pounded. Listen, I'll be honest, it punched me in the dick just as hard as Dark Souls. That's saying something. There aren't many games I can say that about. God, this guy is beautiful right now. Look at this. God, that's gorgeous. All right. How's our frame rate? Frame rate's fucking rock solid, baby. GPU temp's a little... Ooh, she's toasty. It doesn't... Well, no, and that's the thing. You're right. It doesn't. And remember, with starting Terraria 8 days ago, I started it blind. So I didn't do any research into it. I didn't look at any strats or anything. No mods. It was complete blind, fresh playthrough. I never played before. I've got like 34 hours in it now. And the time that that 34 hours that I've been in it, I have enjoyed that time. So here's the thing though. So last night, technically, I kind of did a little bit of research because I watched a creator that I follow pretty extensively over on YouTube, Flow State. I watched, he did an upload 3 weeks ago that was Terraria, but he was using the Calamity mod. Now, I will honestly say that the Calamity mod looks like it has a phenomenal amount of quality of life update, but holy Christ, what? The game is already hard enough, and then when you hit when you complete the wall of flesh, which I did inadvertently earlier today, it then goes into hard mode. You don't get to choose it's in hard mode. No, it just goes to hard mode. You know, I was already getting punched in the dick to begin with by the game, but then it's like, oh, hey, we didn't have the difficulty slider wasn't hard enough for you. We're putting you into hard mode now. Excuse me, fucking what? You're doing what now? Like, I didn't ask for this. There was shit coming out of the woodwork I was not expecting. It was kind of nuts. But then I ended up getting very frustrated. So that's why we're putting it to the side. I've done, yeah. Well, and like you guys saw, I spent blew a whole bunch of gold getting freaking purifying powder, and it doesn't do shit. The stuff keeps coming back. Like, is there something I have to kill to prevent the spread? Like, I don't want to be cracking through and mining to throw this crap around. Like, it feels obnoxious. I was like, okay, you know what? Like, it was kind of frustrating me, so we put it on the back burner and jumped into Inzoi for a little bit just to check it out. I'm definitely going to have to spend some time with that on the back end and just do some graphics configuration. Just to sort of fix it. Like, its performance is kind of horrendous. It's visually beautiful. And when it's going well, but it gets these weird little frame hitches and lag spikes that I'm not a big fan of. So, who knows? Maybe this weekend, Dad will win the lottery and he'll be able to, he'll be able to build himself a really nice streaming studio. We'll build the first. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. If I ever came into any kind of money, I'm building a fucking sim rig. I'm building a sim rig with cameras mounted on the freaking seat. 100%. 3 triple screens sim rig for flight and racing and driving. If it ever happened. Okay, hold on a second. Something I need to do. Let's check navigation real quick. World. I'm gonna select all. Deselect. I want not captured, unvisited. Okay, so we need to get this one. All right, got it. That's all I needed to know. Whoa, where in the hell did that clown ass come from? You saw the guy who's about to run into me? This dude here? Freaking clown ass. Done. Holy Christ on a crutch, brother. The one thing I do have to say, though, is American Truck, Euro Truck, and Star Citizen on an ultra wide is, yes, it is beautiful. It is such a good car. Okay, let's get her. Let's hammer down. Hammer down. So we're on our way to Denver, Colorado with 43,000 pounds of wheat. What in the actual hell is going on? You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what's happening back there. I don't want to know why it looks like it's the Twilight Zone. It's stripped me out. Okay. There we go. So, for those of you who are joining in and wondering what's the Streamerversary edition all about, according to Twitch, this is my 8th Streamerversary, which means it's been 8 years since I got my affiliate. Now, I have been streaming on Twitch longer than that. YouTube, I'm new over. I'm as new as you know. I'm an infant by YouTube standards. But one of my very first ever memories, one of the very first games I ever played for stream was the original The Division. And I was doing the survival mode, which was a lot of fun. But I can actually remember when I hit my very first ever 100 follows. Right? That first 100 follows, right? And how just incredibly, like, just how crazy that was. Like getting that first 100, that 100th person that hit the follow button, right? And it like, and I can still to this point remember how good it felt. And I know it doesn't seem like much to some people, but I mean, personally for me, it was kind of a big deal. Because, you know, I'd already been listening to a bunch of people at that point, you know, just saying, hey, like, oh, you're never going to make anything out of this. It's going to take forever, and you know, this is never going to be like a full-time gig for you, and blah, blah. All the negative stuff that a lot of people can just throw out when you get into any kind of content creation, right? And, you know, hitting that first 100, and at that point, here's the thing. I wasn't streaming during the day. My time slot at that point was 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. Now, I was playing games like The Division, World of Tanks, World of Warships, and World of Warcraft. Yeah, that's right, chat. That's how Dad started. Streaming The Division, World of Warships, World of Tanks, and World of Warcraft. I didn't own a single simulator. I didn't own a wheel. I had no flight gear. It was all, and anything I did with racing was bullshit freaking, you know, Xbox controller kind of deal, right? And here we are now, like 8 years later, and you know, we're playing with a sim rig and built things out, running a dual system. I was running, at that point in time, I was running a 7-year-old gaming rig that was on its last leg. You know, just this tiny ass little like 24-inch freaking 60 hertz screen. My microphone, I didn't even have a camera, but the USB microphone I was using was the Logitech USB microphone that came with Rock Band 3 for the Xbox 360. which was absolutely, like, I didn't have the drum set, I didn't have the guitar anymore, I still had the game, and I still had the freaking microphone. I used that microphone. It was the only microphone I had. Like, no camera. I didn't have alerts. I had none of that stuff. Basically, and the computer I was using at the time was a freaking potato. Absolute donkey. And it's kind of, it is actually, like, thinking back on all of that, it's kind of crazy to see over the course of 8 years the level of growth. But that growth comes because of everybody who keeps coming back into the channel, whether you're watching on Twitch, now over on YouTube, right? Like, everybody comes in, you guys are active in chat, you guys are throwing down with subscribe, you know, you're hitting the follow if you're coming in for the first time. Like, all of that is because of all of you. I'm just the face in front of the camera and the microphone, trying to have a conversation with everybody, playing the video games, and, you know, imparting my life experience. But the growth comes from everybody who comes in and hangs out, spends time. I was in a stream, say that going UK Sim, that in their stream they did nothing bad. What can I do? Probably nothing that you can really do, unfortunately, UK. See, the thing is, at the end of the day, the prerogative of who gets banned and who doesn't in a channel, regardless of the situation, is up to, it's the discretion of the moderator, the moderation team for that channel and the streamer. So unfortunately, I have to I would like to, Nick, but unfortunately, until I get monetized on YouTube, I have to have, like, in order to do the YouTube membership, I have to have like 1,000 follows, and I have to have 4,000 watch hours. Like, people watching for 4,000 hours within a 365-day period. So it's up in the air. We'll see how things grow over on YouTube. So far, the growth has been great, thanks to Terraria. And I'm hoping other games will bring people in and attract them. We'll see how it goes, right? Yeah, YouTube is far more strict on monetization. Absolutely. Absolutely. But if I ever have the opportunity where it pops up that I've got membership, yeah, I'm gonna make sure that that's active. He's bullying you. The only thing that I can recommend is that you actually report that person for harassment and just leave the channel. That's my best advice to you today. Why is he bullying you, though? I guess is the better question. Right? Exactly, Viper, right? Exactly. Okay, we're gonna pull in here really quick. I don't want to get this off the freaking Viper. The Vipe Nash. Oh, parking head. Oh, well, too late. It says cars only, but we're going through anyway. What pissed me off with YouTube was I just applied for monetization. When they moved the goalpost, oh God. Are we hauling 43,000 pounds of wheat from Maryville, Missouri to Denver, Colorado. So we're hauling some wheat. Gotta make that bread, baby. Viper, welcome on in to the Arcade After Dark Streamerversary edition. We're talking about the craziness over the course of the last 8 years. Well, it's been longer, but 8 years as an affiliate on Twitch. It is a beautiful drive, yes. I mean, driving to Colorado in general would be a beautiful drive. It's beautiful in the game, but I don't know what it's like IRL, like in real life. I've never done it, but yeah. Yep. It's the Streamerversary. According to Twitch. God, this game is gorgeous sometimes. Six years, 6 months, 27 days, and 6 hours. Holy crap, Miguel. I don't think I need to come in here, but just in case. Oh, brakes, bud. Yeah, you know what, UK, if that's the case, honestly, you're better off just leaving the community, that community then. If they're gonna harass you because you have dyslexia, then you don't need, that's not the kind of people that you want to spend time around anyway, right? That's not the kind of community I think you really want to be a part of. Like, there's joking, but then there's people being an asshole. And you guys, do say Viper. Oh, remember, here's the thing. And chat, something you guys need to understand about Viper. Viper has been around since I became a moderator for the Businessman PK and started and was over in his community. And Viper followed over to here because of stuff like, you know, because of stuff like freaking Valheim. This whole thing, don't you old thing me. You know. Good evening, John. We're on our way to Denver, Colorado, sir. Hope you're having a good night. But yeah, UK, honestly, it doesn't sound like a great community just because if they're gonna bug you because you got dyslexia, dude. You're old as Viper. I'm 52. If fuck. Old as hell. Sir. You're a puppy next to me. Oh. Oh.
Oh my.
Well, 69 is what got us here for an After Dark stream this week. That's what got, I mean, listen, that's what got us here for an After Dark. Good old 69. Okay, so if the speed limit is, Speedo says 75 here, we're gonna crank this up to 70, I think. Yeah, 70. That'll do it. All right. I'm getting over before yeah, I saw that Greyhound pulling that crap. Nice transition. That was smooth, baby. Butter. Okay, that's clean. We're good. Are there cops in this bitch? Yes. You can't get speeding tickets. You can get tickets for starting an act, causing an accident. You get tickets for running red lights. Yep. Do you get chased by the cops though? No. You just get tickets. You just eat the fines. Also, you can get tickets and fines for not taking your appropriate rest time and stuff like that as well. So, now you can turn that stuff off. I tend to prefer to keep it on because it keeps me honest. It keeps me honest. There we go. Okay, now we're good. Yeah, fine. Yeah, exactly. No need for no, and that's the thing, right? Like the cops in this game are Oblivion guard level vision. Fine if you fine you even if you can't see them. Shh. Tell people that. By the way, speaking of which, thank you, Icy. Appreciate it, man. Glad you're here, dude. Which made me do that. Yeah, I know they did. They kind of push it, don't they? They're like a dealer. Yeah, damage can be turned off too, yes. Here's the thing though, Sleepy, speaking of Oblivion, how's the remaster so far? How much time have you put into it? Tell me. Tell me your experience. I'm gonna live vicariously through other people's experiences with RuneScape, Dragon Wilds, and Oblivion Remastered. There's a new RPG that just came out that everybody seems to be picking up, which is Clara Obscura. I had an opportunity to do that one, like it was offered to me as a game, and I was just like, it's beautiful, but I'm not a turn-based guy. I'm not a fan of turn-based combat, so it's like, yeah. Just got the Emperor's Son to safety and headed back to Barris. I haven't played Oblivion since like 2005. The 2005, 2000, somewhere around there. 05, 07, something like that. Like since release. The game's like 20 years old, isn't it? Or 25 years old? It's some 20 years old, some craziness. It's an old ass game. Fallout 1 and 2 especially, yeah. See, here's the thing for me, Viper, it was Morrowind. Morrowind for me. I started with Morrowind and then moved into Oblivion. And then from Oblivion into Skyrim, right? I didn't get into Fallout until Fallout 3, and then New Vegas. If I was your age, I'm sure I'd say the same. But I mean, a lot of the games that I started playing with initially were like stuff like Pong and Pac-Man, and like Pong at home, and that was the only game available. And then it was like the ColecoVision and the Atari 2600, right? It was stuff like Pac-Man and Asteroids and Space Invaders, and you know, he aims for enemy's head. Game, crit failed, and managed to shoot yourself in the foot for free. Wow. Damn. Gamer at heart. Yeah, I've been a gamer for a very long time. I mean, I can remember spending an entire Saturday in a roll of $10 roll of quarters in my pocket in an arcade, plugging quarters into machines and playing all. And then when we got into like out of the 80s and into the 90s, getting into stuff like the Neo Geo and the Jaguar, right? And you know, got into like the Nintendo and then the Super Nintendo, but then arcades started advancing with their machines. You got stuff like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and you know, Golden Axe, and you know, King of Fighters, and all this other stuff. And then we got into like Soul Calibur, Tekken, and tap. Look east, game. You see a dark hallway, you'll be eaten by a Groot. Yes, yeah. Look east, yep. I remember a lot of my original RPG days. The start of my RPG stuff was Mud. That you would actually download your daily updated file from a BBS, from a bulletin board system, and then you would type your stuff in and then upload your play to the BBS, because that's kind of how things worked out if you were like playing against other people. There was no actual true multiplayer. That shit didn't exist. No. None of that shit. Sleepy developer knows exactly what I'm talking about, I'm sure. I'm sure there's got to be at least one or two other human beings in the chat right now who know what I'm talking about when I say a bulletin board system, a BBS, and you know, downloading MUDs. And like, and this was a time period where pretty much any of the strategy stuff that you would play, or even like online chess, it was turn-based, 100% turn-based, because you would have to make your moves, and then you would upload that, and then whoever you were playing against would have to download the updated file, make their moves, and that was how it went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? First arcade I went to was in a town of 1,000 people. It had an Atari and a couch as its main area. It was a few, dude. I mean, that sounds all right to me. How much do you have to pay to use the Atari? That sounds absolutely freaking incredible. I'm not gonna lie. 8:32. Okay. They're playing chess by mail, and yeah, movies and TV. Yeah, exactly. Exactly the same thing, John. Don't remember, but it was cheap. It was like, yeah, late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, that sounds about right. So we're gonna park here for the night. All right, we're good. Oh, there is no parking here. Well, screw you two. Chuck you, Farley. Chuck you, Farley. All right, well, we need to find a parking spot. Oh, just paint. Get bored there, go down to the gas station, still has glass bottles. Oh my God. Oh, the nostalgia for glass Coke bottles. Or the IGA. I remember, dude, I remember IGAs. Yes, we had IGA in Canada. We had IGA in Canada. No, IGA was everywhere. It was IGA or E&P. Okay, we got a rest area coming up here. Thanks, Ma. How are you doing, dude? Good to see you. Welcome on in to Arcade After Dark Streamerversary edition. Yeah, exactly, right? That's exactly it too. Can I Jaisa. Rest area service. Way station. Faster than light. All right. Okay. Oh, we're here. Okay, never mind. I didn't realize you were this close. Sheesh. We're just gonna keep going then. All right, that's fine. Playing Oblivion? Ooh, did you get Oblivion remastered? Are you enjoying it? Chee. The towns were quieter than the Twilight Zone set piece on Sundays. Man, I can remember growing up that, like, the town I grew up in, they rolled the streets up at 6 p.m. Like, shit got eerily silent at 6 p.m. Anything past 6, Monday through Sunday. Woo! It was Spooksville, man. It's creepy. It's like some kind of weird cult. faster than light. I did. Never played it when it first came out, so it's all new to you. See, here's the thing. It's been 20 years since I played Oblivion. 20 freaking years, dude. It's been a while. This music is perfect for this, by the way. Just want to say thank you to everybody for coming in. Whether you're watching on YouTube or on Twitch, thank you so much for stopping by for Arcade After Dark and hanging out with me for my 8th Streamerversary on Twitch. Thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it. Skyrim was my first foray into Elder Scrolls games. I think Skyrim was a lot of people. Like my first was, so for me, I went. Okay, come on, really? I can't get by. Nope, there's no get by that one. Okay, well, for me it was Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim. See, so Sleepy went backwards. I started with because I remember I somewhere still have a copy of Morrowind on CD. Somewhere. I have the Elder Scrolls Morrowind on CD somewhere. Now, I can't install it because, I mean, it's so old and I haven't had an optical drive in my PC for, shit, like 7 years? 8 years now? Morrowind was the first one that gave me, oh fuck, I'm lost vibes when the map, oh yeah. The map for Morrowind was insanely large. So here's a throwback for a lot of people that you guys might not remember. One of the games that I transitioned, so back when I started, I was playing The Division, the original Ubisoft's The Division, World of Tanks, World of Warships, and World of Warcraft. The game that I transitioned over to was PUBG. I stuck with The Division, but then I got rid of World of Tanks and World of Warships and transitioned over to playing PUBG. It was about that time that I actually started doing some co-op gaming in PUBG with the Real Deja, RT, and the Businessman PK. We're going down memory lane right now. Okay, we're trucking down memory lane. It is the Twitchiversary, like it's the Streamerversary, right? So it's like we're going down memory lane, talking about like some of the more memorable points. But yeah, Sleepy, you're absolutely correct. Like Morrowind is one of those games that Fallout 3 New Vegas was actually one of those games that gave me that oh fuck I'm lost vibe, dude, because the map was so freaking ginormous and there was so much to do, right? It's insane the level of detail and things to do and side quests. It's like, and Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim, all of them have had that. Even Fallout 4, with all the expansion, had that. Oh, right? Yeah. I would love to see, I would actually love to see New Vegas done, given the same treatment that they just gave Oblivion. They did, no, they absolutely did. And the thing is, like, I remember playing, what was it, Fallout Tactics? And honestly, I think Fallout 3 and Fallout 3 New Vegas, hand it to Virtuous Studios, the same people who just finished with the Skyrim remastered release, right? And then just modernize it UE5, right? Says Tactics was not canon. I'm with you. I think Tactics was very much canon. Why can't it be canon? Because here's the thing, and if I remember correctly, Fallout 1, Fallout 2, and Fallout Tactics was done by Obsidian. And then Obsidian also did New Vegas. That was after that they had sold the Fallout IP to Bethesda. Right? Yeah, right. Early.
What's your name, scumbag?
I had to do it, man. Black Isle, right. Black Isle became Obsidian, right? Wasn't it Black Isle, the guys who created Black Isle became Obsidian? What else did Black Isle do? Didn't they do, wasn't there like an art guess that they did? No, I'm thinking of a different, I'm thinking of a completely different studio altogether. Blue Byte was the studio I was thinking of. Never mind. Yeah, I think it was the writers and two of the senior devs from Black Isle that created Obsidian. An early prototype Fallout 3, aka Van Buren, but it was never completed. Of course it wasn't. That was probably what they used as the basis for. No, actually, I guess it wouldn't have been used as the basis. I don't know, maybe that was the basis for New Vegas. The barely functional proof of concept was leaked. Of course it was. So technically there's two Fallout 3s. Of course there is. Why doesn't this surprise me? Road work ahead, reduce speed. No. You're not my mom. You can't tell me what to do. Ooh, excuse me, that, oh. Tastes like ham and cheese. I'm not sorry for explaining that to you guys. One was an iteration of the isometric style and artwork. The other was Todd's fever dream made real. I love that, fever dream made real. What a great way to describe it. Father Todd's fever dream made real. The two versions of the game share none of the story. Of course they don't. Of course. And yet New Vegas 100% shares all of the story. Vegas was a love letter to, yeah, Fallout 2, yes. we parking this trailer? Oh, this might have been a terrible idea. Oh, no, oh God, no, we're... Before we commit to this action and royally F everything up, how about no? How about no? Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't touch anything. We didn't even lose paint. Oh. Swift. Who are you calling a Swift driver? You take those filthy words out of your mouth, Sleepy. Dirty ass word. How dare you? Even though Caesar's Legion were a bunch of literal cosplayers, they were, weren't they? I'll tell you though, they might have been a bunch of cosplayers, but they really kind of manifested the whole idea of Caesar's Legions. Like they leaned into it pretty hard. Might have been a bunch of cosplayers initially, but they really leaned into that shit. They fully believed that they were part of Caesar's Legion. Even though they were the front office guys from the casino. Given the makeup of the Roman army in their later days, yeah, right? Whole bunch of old men who could barely lift their swords. Okay, there we go. We are now in Denver, Colorado. Okay, so we're in Denver. It's actually a solid run. For the first run, that was solid. So we need to find ourselves rest stop. Where are we parking, folks? All right, looks like we got ourselves some retrofit facilities down the road. So what Caesar did to Joshua Graham was like, holy fuck. Yeah, they were like, hey, you like killing stuff? Good. Want to get paid for it? Sure, come with us. Sounds about right. Sounds on point, doesn't it? Oh, that's a Coca-Cola bottling plant over there. Nice. Covered in pitch, set on fire, tossed out. Yeah, right? Like some... okay, Sleepy, would you call that living? I don't consider that living, dude. It's just like, bro. Can I? Will it let me? Apparently not. All right. Well, son of a... More like his soul wanted revenge and the body was just there for the ride. That sounds a little bit more appropriate. That sounds more like it. Ooh, my GPU is so unhappy right now. I have not seen clock speeds this low in a very long time. To be fair, it is very hot in this room. The room right now is about 38 degrees Celsius, so it got real effing hot today. Like, we went from winter to holy shit, turn off the heat. He didn't just want to hit back, he wanted to level the... I mean, do you blame him for wanting to level the entire organization? Because I sure as shit don't. If you had been covered in pitch, lit on fire, and tossed off a cliff and survived it, you'd want a little payback too. You'd be a little angry about it. I think all of us would be a little angry about it. And after a little bit of soul searching and some healing, we'd want to kick some teeth in. And that's being nice about it. Are you gonna... Oh, God, please. Okay, thank you. I should have just committed to this action and just moved. Locals are playing with goddamn fireworks. What the hell is wrong? And you know you're living in a country town when any day is a good day for explosives. Sweet Jesus. Okay, so we're in Denver. We need a place to rest, put our little heads down, get a little shut-eye. How's our fuel? We're at half a tank. Shoulder closed ahead. Oh, you're... Nah, this is fine. This is fine, Chad. Of all the Bethesda Fallout DLCs, my favorite is still either Point Lookout 3 or maybe Old World Blues New Vegas. Yeah. Bahaba. Fallout 4. I love how you put that. Bahaba. It's not obvious you're from Boston, is it? Boston. Bahaba. I mean, no, and that's the thing. Fallout 4 takes place in Boston. This is true. It is absolutely correct. Bahaba. I can't even. Oh, actually, I did do a playthrough of Fallout 4 over the last 8 years. Well, nine and a half-ish years total, but yeah. F4 would have been much better if they didn't shove the settlement stuff so hard. Oh my God. Oh, the settlement stuff. Here's the thing. I enjoyed the settlement stuff in Fallout 4. I loved building up a settlement, but it was non-stop. It was constant. All right, bro. I built, and honestly, with Fallout 4, I feel like that's where the mods came in, is because a lot of those mods allowed you to just, it allowed the settlements to become a little more self-determinant, right? So you could build the settlement and then walk the F away from it. You didn't have freaking Garvey all the time, like freaking settlement needs your help. It's like, dude, I'm a freaking slap you upside the head. Like, even Nuka World was basically, let's make the player raid his own settlement. You know, that's pretty true. Server's recommendations, not. There we go. Okay, we're good now. Never mind. We're good. I straight up just oh, Preston was such a pain in the ass. Such a jumbo pain in the ass, right? All right, here we go. Do 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 do. Okay, so we're gonna cross the road, grab some fuel. Well, because Mama Murphy was like, she been dabbling with the hooch a little too long. Them drugs really F with her head. She had the visions. The voices spoke to her. It's like, yeah, no, it's not the voices, Mama Murphy, it's the drugs. Stop the drugs, you'll be fine. Just dollar store Oracle from the Matrix. God, you're so right on that. Liliana Skymage, thank you so much. Hope you're having a great Thursday night. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, 8 years. 8 big old years. Well, 8 years that I've been able to actually make a living doing this on Twitch. Dude, she was literally, buy me drugs and I can give you game quest. Yeah, no, and that's exactly what it was, too. You give her the drugs. Do it, yeah, do it too often and she died. Yeah, and then, you know, everybody got mad at you. Everybody hated you because you gave her the drug. You were her pusher. You wanted the insights, right? I try, and here's the thing. So I can remember doing Fallout 4. I tried to do, and I did Fallout 4 when it came out. I tried to do New Vegas twice. The second time we almost finished it, but we got to a point, even with all the community patches and everything, it kept crashing. So I was like, you know what, F it, I'm done. Right? It was bullshit. It was too much. Felt bad about that. So there were some quests that were head scratchers, so I helped her. You know. Old Royal, Washington. Crates of household goods. That looks odd. Kelowna, British Columbia, Clifton, Arizona, Wyoming, Olympia, Washington. Huh? San Angelo, Texas. Huntsville. The Huntsville. Okay. This. Oh, that's better. You know the beautiful thing about doing this right now? I can take my shoes off. I still have socks on, okay? Don't be gross. Don't be weird, chat. Okay, that's in Nebraska. Okay, let's go back. Old Royal. Kelowna. Okay, we're gonna take scaffolding to Olympia, Washington. So we're heading up to Washington State, chat. We're in Denver, Colorado right now. Alrighty, here we go. Woo. Getting fat. Getting very fat. feel like I need air conditioning. It's too early in the season for AC, even though it like hit 30 degrees Celsius. It went from holy shit, it's cold. To, what the hell? Who turned on the heat? Very, very hot. All right. Daily deals, huh? That sounds okay. Chat, does somebody want to give me a daily deal? I'm hungry. I could go for. I don't know what the local daily deals would be, but you know, hey. Oh, we got a Kit Kat. Okay, somebody mugged the Kit Kat driver behind us. I'm gonna steal that truck. We're gonna GTA the truck. Grand Theft Auto the Kit Kat truck following us. Instead of being lured into the candy truck, we're going to steal the candy truck. Okay, come on. Come on. Oh, let's go. Pretty. Where the hell's the time going? Going. That time flies when you're having fun, apparently. Oh, I don't care how I'm speeding. I don't care. Rat's ass. Let's go. They can give me a ticket. I mean, listen, we've got $330.5 million. I mean, listen, what's $200 for a speeding ticket? Ain't nothing but a pit. Woo! It's loud when you're sitting there with the window down. Sleeping in a nice quiet town, truck driver Jake Brake go brrr, pretty much. Sounds about right. And honking the horn like a jackass. Jake Brake go brrr. You didn't need that sleep anyways, right? We have signs. Oh no, don't worry. I know there's all sorts of communities where those signs exist, and the truckers don't give a shit. They take it as a challenge. There are several GTA-style chases in American truck videos. Maybe chase and road trip vehicle. I mean, you would definitely have to do it in a road trip-style vehicle for sure. Absolutely, it'd have to be a road trip-style vehicle. Okay, I think we're here, chat. There we go. Yeah. the cops chase you in this game, they'd be worse than the cops in GTA 5. Yes. Flying off a bridge to get you? Yes. Sounds about right. That sounds pretty correct. Okay, how can we... Oh, we're taking the forest line. Let's go. Yeah. Abso-freaking-lutely. Look at that beautiful trailer. Boy, it's gorgeous, yeah. What do I think of road trip feature? I like it. I like the idea of road trip. Oh God, look at that. Oh, look at the straps on that. That's beautiful. All right, let's go. Let's go. I know that wasn't me hitting anybody, so I don't know what the hell happened back there. Somebody got something stupid. All right, let's get ourselves around. Corner. Out we go. Oh my God, I don't like that. That is such a weird, weird little intersection, you know? Just stay over here just in case. All right, so we're on our way up to Washington State. We're starting out, we just picked up our load in Denver, Colorado. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, did I? Oh, God damn it. Jesus. Sheesh. Well, as Sleepy Developer referred to me, Swift driver. Bastard. Yes, good old indestructible construction fence. Yep. I mean, the ones that normally are just a piece of rebar pounded into the ground that folds under a good stiff wind with the orange construction fence attached. They can normally crumple with a frickin' with a wheelbarrow, but in this game, nope. Not a freaking chance. Not a bloody chance in hell. Okay, here we go. Back out on the road. Like I said, we are currently in Denver, Colorado. We're just leaving, and we're on our way to Olympia, Washington. We're heading out to the West Coast, baby. kind of guard rails that will spread your semi by getting area scratched on them. Yeah, pretty much. They're made out of vibranium. We know it's vibranium. We know this is how it works. It is what it is. Vibranium guardrails. Okay, you know what? I realize I'm speeding. Frankly, I don't. Alright, there we go. Speedo is set, 65 mile an hour. What's that? Go up. Okay, yep, we're good. Good. Alright, here we go. We're West Coast bound, baby. Yeah, thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Welcome on into the show. Welcome to Arcade After Dark. Arcade After Dark is an extra little stream. Do a couple of different daily goals. Those are the goals. 14 daily gifted subs. You know, whether they're gifted resub or a new sub, or $69 in tips. And yeah, we hit those, and you end up with this. An extra stream. An additional one that's not normally on the books, not part of the regular schedule. Thanks for coming by. Tonight and tomorrow are going to be a little extra special just because it is currently my Streamerversary on Twitch. So, you know, it's kind of a big deal. It's been 8 years since getting my affiliate on Twitch, being able to, you know, earn a living off of this. And that's, again, thanks to all of the wonderful members that continually come by, hang out, spend time in chat, you know, drop down with, you know, subscriptions, the follows, and the watching, and, you know, bits and tips, the whole bit, right? So, if it wasn't for the continued support of such an amazing community, I probably still wouldn't be doing it.
By Grabthar's hammer. What a savings.
That's right. Exactly. Exactly. Aw, thank you for fucking sound alerts, Casper. That's right. I love that one. By Grabthar's hammer. What a saving. Gotta love some Galaxy Quest, you know. Ugh. I might have to actually pull off the road and grab some. Whoa, 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 whoa. Casper's out here getting hugs and gets a wet noodle. Y'all are brutal to me. That better be a chocolate milkshake, you son of a bitch. That's all I gotta say about that. That better be a chocolate milkshake. If it's not, we're gonna have words. We're gonna have words. Throwing a milkshake at me. Better make sure it's chocolate. Viper.
Viper cheered X32.
X32, baby. Thank you, Viper. Appreciate you, dude. Sky King firework. There you go. There it is. There it is. Sky King. I'm on my way back. Oh, how about we pick a lane? That'd be great. Pick a lane, Bobby. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? All right. It's like what? So much for 1,000.
Viper cheered X1000.
Ooh. Thank you. I just want to let everybody know that coming up shortly, we are going to be jumping back into Star Citizen probably in the next 2 weeks because 4.2 should be coming after work and catch the last 10 minutes of your stream. Oh, thank you, dude. And then sometimes you get to come back and hang out with us for After Dark. But yeah, thank you very much, Piper. I really do. Well, and here's the thing. So doing the After Darks was like doing After Dark was kind of the whole idea behind it was I wanted a way that if we hit certain like goals in a single stream, I wanted a way to be able to give something back, right? Like I would love to be able to afford to be able to do stuff like giveaways and everything, but unfortunately, like that's a little out of budget right now. In the past, I've been able to do stuff like game giveaways and stuff. Currently, it hasn't been in the budget, but I would like to get back up to a point where I can start doing stuff like that again too. But the After Dark kind of came out of the whole idea of like, hey, if we hit certain goals during a single stream, I want to be able to give everybody something a little extra outside of my normal streaming schedule, right? After Dark, this kind of makes sense. And the thing is though, is funny enough, is it's not something that I just came up with. It's something that I've seen a lot of other streamers on Twitch.
King in the castle, king in the castle. Have a chair, I have a chair.
I love that I've got them green screen now. King in the castle. I got a couple of nice ones in there, and they're again. I've got the green screen working for them, so now they just like hang out like that. Wow, that one's just sitting there. That one's stuck. I think that one's stuck. Sleepy broke it. Sleepy developer broke it. It never animated either. It didn't animate. Oh, hey, hold on. Stand over there.
Whoa.
Oh, it's
King
not.
in the castle,
What
king
the
in the
hell?
castle. Have a chair, I have a chair.
Oh, we're like a minute away from a freaking hype train, man. Thank you. Interesting. Okay. All right, hold on. We're gonna have to do something here real quick. Hold on. We're gonna pull off. Dad's got to fix something because apparently, just decided to. My wife, you cannot get this. Okay, hold on a second, chat. We gotta. The 45 seconds hype train. Okay, hold on. Hey, gotta sign into the website here. Give me a quick second. Hey. All right. Alert. Why? Or at? 1 second, chat. I'm trying to fix. Okay, well, it's working there. Huh. Okay, well, it at least stopped. I'm a software QA engineer, so I get paid to break stuff. All right, let's. I wanna try that one more time. Okay, let's see if we fix it, chat.
Whoa, whoa. King in the castle, king in the castle. Have a chair, I have a chair.
Okay, well, it animated kind of all right there. Yeah, Sleepy broke it. Sleepy developer's fault. Okay. 1 FPS Borat. Listen, Borat is still Borat. Whether it's 60 FPS or 1 FPS, it's still good as Borat. Thanks, guys. Whoa, where's this clown ass? You in a freaking Home Depot delivery van? Trying to get murdered? One FPS Borat is still better than no Borat. Nope, you're not driving, and I don't need a break. I haven't been driving for 12 hours yet. Hell, I haven't even been driving for 2 12-hour break. Shh. Owner operator, bitch. Get on the trailer. Get back there on that scaffolding. That's where you belong. Listen, you know you've been strapped down. What the hell just happened there? You're strapped on that scaffolding. You know that, right? You know that's how that works. Laramie, make 2-8. There we go. Got that down. There we go. All right. Ooh. Okay, well, back up to 75.
Put that cookie down now!
You're welcome, Sleepy. That one specifically is because of Sleepy developer. Put that cookie down now. Sleepy's playing with all the sounds now. No, put the cookie. But the cookie is no good. You can't slap me, bro. You can't slap me. That don't work. Crew Rider, you really don't. How many times are you gonna do that and get the fail? How many times, sir? How many times are you gonna get that and fail? All right, we're going for very nice 69 miles per hour. That's right, nice. Well, listen, there's the hard way and then the not learning way. And right now, how fast does this thing go? About 120 mile an hour. Laps aren't targetable for a good reason. Yes, they are. That's exactly it. But that's not even learning. That's not learning the hard way. That's not learning at all. I am not doing 120 because every time I do, the truck gets tired. It gets sleepy and wants to have a nap in the middle of the road. No, we're not doing that, Piper. This isn't a starship that can do like sublight speed, okay? Don't you boo me. I already know. I already know what happens when you try to drive this thing well over the rated limit. Trucks get tired and they roll over and go to sleep. They have napped in the middle of the road. And then you lose hundreds of thousands of dollars in repair bills. And I'd rather not. All right, we're 1 mile out from Sinclair. How to find more music like this from the Star Trucker soundtrack that I don't have to worry about getting freaking, you know, a copyright strike for. I had actually considered about re-upping my redoing my subscription to Epidemic Sound and using their, because then I would have access to an entire library of music that and playlists and everything across a very broad range of genres. So, but I mean, it's the break fade a thing. You mean the Jake break? Yes, it is absolutely 100% a thing. But the only problem I have with using services like Epidemic or Pretzel Rocks or whatever else is that it gets expensive. But yes, I have we do have Jake brake. The engine brake, yes, we do have that. Or exhaust brake. No, like where your brakes speed up and braking. Oh, no. Unfortunately, we don't have, the physics aren't that advanced, no. You're thinking BeamNG. We don't have it. It's not quite that good, unfortunately. But no, we do have truck ramps in the game. Yeah, the truck ramps are in the places where you would normally expect to see them on these roads. Because again, like while this is a scaled down version of the US, it's 1/19th scale. A lot of the stuff is in the correct place. So your service centers, you know, the mountains, like viewpoints, points of interest, stuff like that, are all in the right place. So, like, here's the thing. So we bring up the map, right? So this is the map currently, right? We're crossing Wyoming. We're at Rawlings. We're heading towards Rock Springs, Evanston, Laramie, right? So we're going to be crossing through, we're going to be heading just north of Salt Lake City through Ogden as we cut up through Idaho. We're going to be cut through Boise. Well, that's the thing. So it's a 1/19th scale. So it's scaled down. And I know that there is a very small subgroup of people that want this to be a 1-to-1 game. Number one, the reason that this will never be a 1-to-1 game is because that would, number one, probably require similar services. Yeah, 1-to-1, just to get, yeah. Yeah, right, exactly. If it's 1-to-1, might as well just get the job, right? Exactly, you might as well drive for real. I'm with you on that, Viper. Now, I would like to see them scale it to, say, I don't know, like 1/15 scale. Just scale it up just a little bit to get a little extra detail in there. But outside of that, I think 1/15 would be like the maximum I could see them doing, right? Anything more than that, I think, would be just completely and incredibly outlandish. But you're also at that point, just for the US alone, you're talking roughly a petabyte of data. Maybe that might probably, I would actually say you're probably closer to about 1.5 terabytes. a terabyte and a half of data to do the entire US at 1-to-1 scale. Now, the more likely scenario, if that were to happen, is you would end up, way too grindy at that point. There are mods out there that have certain chunks that are done 1-to-1, which is kind of cool, like, you know, half a state at 1-to-1 kind of thing, which is pretty dope. But it's more common to see with Euro Truck than it is with American Truck, though. But that being said, like, there was a massive amount of drivability, and this is one of those games that becomes very cathartic for a lot of people, where this just gives you the chance, and for me, it gives me the opportunity to actually have a much more in-depth conversation and be a lot more attentive. Right? And that's the thing, right? Like, it's, and this is it. Like, you're running, you're effectively an owner-operator. Disagreement in Kingdom 2, Forces of Water family. We started. Hey, don't talk to me about Kingdom KCD 2. I have a mark on my neck for accidentally breaking a dude's neck, on my neck, breaking a dude's neck, when I thought I was picking him up after I'd knocked him down. They started, don't make me do this, cry. As long as there were no witnesses, you won't be branded. You're a vendor. Well, listen, Two-Sider, sacrifices had to be made. Welcome on into After Dark. It's the Streamerversary edition. 8 years affiliate on Twitch. Shank's major plot. Oh God. See, it completely wiped out an entire major plot line because you killed the vendor and the family. Pink Phil, thank you. Yeah, 8 years. Now, I've actually been on Twitch a lot longer than that, about almost 10 years now, but 8 years because when I started, affiliate didn't exist. You had two options: you were a community streamer or you were a partner. And partner was fucking impossible to get. It's easier to get now than it was when I started. They just attacked me because I wore gear of their friend that was slaughtered in the road. Finders keepers. I said, oh God. You didn't kill him? You beat them into submission, right? Beat them into submission? Like that, I didn't kill him. Well, or did you kill the family? Did you kill the vendor and the family? I'll repost that new content. Oh, you're gonna repost me. Oh, daddy. Oh.
Oh my.
Oh, repost me, daddy. Post, baby. Ooh. Son started it, and I went around the house, and wife was like, if you're looking for my husband, he's not here. A horror story. Ooh, exactly. Because them forced to chase her down. Were you looking for the huntsman while you were trying to find your dog? For the plot? God, look at that sunset, though. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. No, not really. It just sort of happened. Oh my God. Sunset is so freaking, that's stunning, bro. I need to keep my eyes open for a rest stop. pull off wherever and just, unfortunately, you can't get out of your truck, no. And the camera, what you can do with the free fly camera is kind of limited. I kited their messenger into bandits, and it's my fault. I mean, listen. Play the game how you want to play it. I kind of wish we could, but I didn't want it that way. It was forced on me. Sure. You could have not kited their messenger into bandit. That's kind of on you, man. Like that, not my issue. The game thought it was. They made it your issue. The game made it your issue, dude. Don't slow down anymore. I'm gonna pass all of you. You know what? We're getting over it. I can't. Y'all are too damn slow, bro. Right, there we go. We can get back over it. So we're on the 80. We're just, I feel like, where are we? Just, okay, so we're coming up to Evanston. You know what? We're probably going to get yoinked here, so let's, they've got parking, so we'll be able to park up here. Chat, thanks so much for being here. Whether you're watching on YouTube or on Twitch, thanks for hanging out for After Dark. And thanks for helping, you know, bring in the good old Twitchversary. It's an affiliate on Twitch. God damn. Who'd have thought? Man who started with a busted ass 7-year-old freaking computer that was held together with baling wire, binder twine and freaking duct tape, no camera and a cheesy ass Logitech USB microphone, a single screen, and a dream. And 8 years later, we're here with this amazing setup because of so many incredible members of the community helping out, being so supportive. And, my best friend, roommate, my partner, all of that, like, it's all a culmination. It is 100% as far as I'm concerned a community effort. Pretty sure I don't have to worry about this. It says I'm loaded, so, but I don't, yeah. I didn't think anything, but we're gonna pull through up here, park. It says inspection parking, but we're not getting an inspection, so we don't have to worry about it. I feel like you should be able to go. Oh, you're gonna be, oh, this is gonna be, hi Gay, how are you? worry about anybody being behind me, you know? Alright, so we're gonna have to kind of do this. There it is. Wow. Okay, well, I mean, it's kind of seems dumb, but you know, hey. What do you mean? Could be message me. Message me. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what's going on, kiddo. Okay, by the way, just for the record, Jay, it's scary to think that you're going to be 17 at the end of the year. And your sister's like 9. Your sister is legal age to drink in Canada in like 3 freaking weeks. The stuff at school with you. Oh, okay, you're dealing with some people who are being dicks. Got it. Horse stuff? Hoser stuff? You leave the hosers out of this. Come on. What do Canadians do to you? Huh? What did we do to you, sir? Why do you hate us so much? I'll give you hoser stuff. Echo port. Well. Hoser stuff. Well, no, I understand. Sometimes some of the people you probably go to school with can be dicks. Of course, Hoserinos. Hoserinos, it says. Ogden. There we go. We're 3/4 of a mile out from Ogden, really. Attendance isn't great. That's why I've been doing online. Now that I'm showing up, my name is around the halls in a bad way. Don't worry about it. I know it might be hard, but you kind of have to adopt an I don't give a fuck attitude about it, kiddo. And I know it's hard, right? Like showing up is 95% of passing in college yet. So, I mean, and here's the thing is people who have nothing better to do with their time are always going to talk shit because they have nothing else to do, right? So, and this is something, and again, I'm speaking from experience because people used to talk shit about me in high school all the time. Now, some of the shit that they talked shit about me was true. Most of it was bullshit, though. 90% of the stuff that most people talked about was absolute fucking fiction and bullshit, right? So it was just like... And I'm not saying it was easy to do. It was very hard to ignore because you're kind of in the middle of it. You got, hey, did you hear? My thing, here's maybe, and I don't know if this is going to work for you, kiddo. My advice to you is just act surprised and like when you hear people talk about like what's being said about you, it's like, wow, I didn't know I did that. That sounds like, you know, that sounds fucking cool. Tell me more about what I've done. You know, like make it into a joke. Turn it into a joke, right? Laugh at the rest in 5 minutes. Yeah. But turn it into a big fucking joke, right? Like just go, you don't say, what else have I done that I didn't know about? Like, this is amazing. I should write this down. I don't remember doing any of this. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Exactly, right? Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to allow that because apparently it's misogynistic. I don't know what the hell that's about, but... I was about to get on my bus and this girl effing hates me. She cussed me out. Okay, so you're getting on the bus and this girl, what the hell? Like, what, somebody you go to school with? Or the driver? Yeah, because you sent me a picture this morning on your way to, you were walking to the bus stop. About one of your cousins? How does this, and the thing is, so, I can make a suggestion. If something like that happens again, the response should be, and I know you how. Oh, this happened after school, okay. Do you know this person, or is this just somebody cussing you out that rides on the bus with you from school? Yes, we are family problem solving right now. My daughter and I are family problem solving. Okay, so it happened after school, not before school. Got it. Your day was going well until this. Got it. Laughed it off once I got on the bus. No, it's okay to, listen, it's okay to be upset about it. I understand. Like, I get it. It's, sometimes people are shitty. But if you don't know this girl, like, personally, like, close, then just ask her what's at any of her damn business. Seriously. What's at any of her concern? Oh, okay, so you used to be friends with her. Okay. So she's just whatever. I mean, that's gonna happen sometimes, unfortunately, right? Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah. I know you're talking. Well, I don't know this person myself, but I know we. It's funny that her name is the same as the dog's name. I'm sorry, that giggle might have been 15, 16-year-old me from high school thinking some shit. But you notice, adult brain, while 15-year-old, 16-year-old me, internal me, giggled at that and thought some shit, adult brain was like, we're bigger than this. Right? That's right, Kat. I am problem solving real world situations with my daughter live. Talking about it. It's like, it's kind of oddly like therapy, right? It's taking all our... Okay, that's some petty shit. You know what? At that point, it's like, that's not my problem. Literally just tell her it's not my problem. Maybe she needs to develop a personality. I'm just telling you exactly the kind of things I would have said. And not me now, but me back when I was in high school. That's the kind of stuff I would have said. Like, I would have actually said, well, number one, why are you being jealous? If you feel like you're losing your friends, that's not my problem. That's a you problem, right? I like, legit, that is a her problem. That is not a you problem. That is a her problem. And you saying so shouldn't be a problem. That is a her issue. Yeah. Some people, and here's the thing, Jay, I'll be honest, some people will never let that shit go. They'll hold on to that for 20, 30 years. they'll hold on to that until they're like fucking 40 or 50 years old. Because, but that's a problem. Sorry, my throat's a little dry. That's a problem with them inside. That is an internal issue here. They don't like themselves. So because they're angry and they're bitter, they're taking it out on people around them. Even though it's not their fault. Because they don't know how to do the internal work. And you know what? Honestly, it's okay if people don't like you too. You're gonna, like, and you know this. I mean, we've been through this a couple of times with this kind of conversation, you know, where we can't please everyone 100% of the time, and not everyone is gonna like who we are as people, right? And that's okay. You know, it sucked, especially in high school, but right? But yeah, the fact that she's held on to this for a year, I mean, that is 100% of her problem. Well, that, again, like I said, that is on her. That is not on you. And that doesn't reflect on you as a person. That is 100% a reflection on that person. Agree, not everyone will like you. You be yourself and piss off whoever the fuck. Because it's just how you are, and it shouldn't matter. They don't like you, they can leave. Yeah, that's exactly it, right? And if this other person that's hassling you is having a problem maintaining friendship, that is not a problem that you need to solve, and that is not your problem. That is 100% her problem. And again, that's not a reflection of you as a person. Well, I'm glad that somebody saw that, but I'm glad that somebody was witness to it. And here, well, I mean, you kind of did. I don't know. I feel like you may have picked up a little bit of that, you know, IDGAF kind of attitude. Not attitude. I guess the mentality that, like, you know, it shouldn't matter a fuck, right? As long as you're doing what you have to do and you're minding your business and you're not sticking your nose in to anyone else's business where it doesn't belong, and you're just doing your thing. And people hate on you, they hate on you, right? And it's just like, this is why I went online for like 2 months, is this shit. Keep getting brought into it every time I go to something. Have you considered taking this to the front office? That's something else I would recommend. Go to the front office, talk to school officials, let them know what's going on, right? Like, I can say we were both at fault, her and I both, but I will not drop. But she will not drop. See, this is the difference, though. This is the thing, and I think this. I'm hoping that part of this has been my influence over the years. Is you learn not to hold a grudge. You learn to be like, you know what, like, we don't need this. This isn't getting anybody anywhere. We're just like, this is just stressing everybody out. So let's just drop it. Okay, so you don't talk to her, right? I don't do anything. Some people never let that stuff go. Unfortunately. I don't know what I wish there was a simple solution, but I mean, I think it's just one of those situations where you just kind of have to constantly turn the other cheek, right? Because doing anything else isn't going to, yeah. No, and you know what? That's good. That's good. That's probably for the best. That's for the best, kiddo. Somebody who's playing fuck around and find out. Their Tesla back there. I mean, you screwed up when you got the helicopter over top. But I mean, ultimately what it comes down to is you might have to talk to one of the school officials and explain the entire situation. And I mean in its entirety from your side. And say, look, and be 100% truthful and upfront and frank with them. And say, look, all I want to do is be able to go to class and not be harassed. And here's the thing, you already know I would call on your behalf if I could, but I can't. I'm no longer on the call list. Because, you know, your mom and I, right? So. I mean, that's about the best I can suggest, really, kiddo. Unfortunately, you know, I'm sorry. I wish I could do more. Thought about talking to the principal. Okay. All right, let me pause it for a second. Thought about taking it to the principal, but then she'll cry her way out of it and use her depression and get her. That honestly, don't let that stop you from taking it to the principal. Yeah, exactly. Remain calm, right? Yeah, agreed, right, Psycho Tanker? Again, this is kind of like the high, like this, like 16, 17-year-old high school stuff too, right? This Jay dressed in blue is my youngest daughter. So here's the thing. So yeah, no, and you know what? Like, I understand. It's upsetting. I get it. So here's the thing. When I have a question for you. What do you try to tell people who keep trying to drag you back into this bullshit? How do you try to separate yourself from it? Thing is though, Psycho Tanker, honestly, going to like my daughter goes to a Catholic high school, not for religious reasons. It's actually because the education is better through the Catholic school system than it is through the public. And this was something both her and her sister and like their mother and I agreed on, like keeping them in the Catholic system. You stop being friends with them. Okay. So when they come up and talk to you, and they're just trying to drag you into the shit, how do you respond? What's your response to them generally? The one thing I've actually found is the socialization. Yeah, it's bullshit that people have to deal with this kind of stuff in school, but the socialization is actually important because it teaches you problem solving. It teaches you critical thinking, right? It also teaches you a certain modicum of emotional self-control, generally. Yeah, learning to navigate teachers and students you don't like is 100% life skill. You need it for fucking real world work. Absolutely, right? I haven't thought about switching school so I don't have to deal with it, but she would win. Don't think of it as winning. Think of it as you're doing your best to make sure that you continue your education. Right? Get group projects or Life 101. Yep. This guy isn't pulling his weight. Checks out. Yeah. Well, no, and that's exactly it. Say what you will about public school system or even private school system, there are still a lot more advantages, right? It's due anyway. Yeah. There are advantages to it because you do learn to work cohesively with a group, right? That's fine. Let her. That's not your problem. Okay? That is not your problem. Let her think whatever the fuck she wants to think. She can think she won, whatever. That's for her. You do what you know is best for you to be able to continue to attain your education, right? I did, and then someone tried gouging me and my friend's eyes out. Whoa! Broke his arm. Now I can control myself, and I have a good eye. Yeah, I have a good place to go and socialize, but still I'm not hostile. No, okay, that's fair. So what you're saying, Psycho Tanker, is at one point you were in the school system, and then somebody who shouldn't have been in the school system attacked you and some friends, and yeah, right. I see them in boardrooms, huge energy, huge bluffs. Yeah, they got the big dick energy, but they're compensating because they got small pee-pee. Yeah, 8 years. There it is. 8 years. Yep. Full of Napoleon. Yeah, lots of Napoleons. Oh my God. I feel like I need to be wearing the vest with my hand shoved in. It's like. Yeah, under 5. 5'9", shit to prove. Yeah. They got little man syndrome. Yeah. 5'9", yeah. 5'9", shit to prove. Yeah, under 6 foot. Yeah, like clockwork. Yeah. It's crazy how, especially in business, how people can be like that though too, right? I've seen it. Oh, God. Okay, according to the game, I still have 8 hours and 40 minutes on this drive. Good God. Well, we wanted to get the West Coast. We're on our way. Thanks for hanging out, chat. I appreciate the hell out of it. We haven't even crashed, Sleepy. How disappointing is that? No crashing. No tickets, no crashing. 8 hour if you drive normally. I am driving. I'm driving under the speed limit. The speed limit is 70. I'm doing 65. I'm doing 5 under the limit, bro. I saw that. She sent me the video for, the Ice Bucket Challenge for mental health. She sent me the video. No. This is a new Ice Bucket Challenge. Brand new. Literally just started. So here's the thing. So Two-Slider, I did the original Ice Bucket Challenge. And then Mackenzie did the Ice Bucket Challenge immediately after me. For the original. And she was a child at that point. And she wanted to do it. She did it. I didn't start it. Whoa. Excuse me? I didn't start it. We didn't start the fire. Start me up. Christian school system shit happened, and I'm not going. No, and that's fair. You don't have to. I'm not asking you to go into it. Yeah, if they refuse, get in your face, a chance to back off. They don't, yank them off and just walk away. Report it later. There you go. Right. Started about a month ago, maybe less. Yeah, this time around it's for mental health, right? Do it up then. New face cam, please. We need a stream cam. What, like this? Like this? Now I'm gonna sing Stones all night. You can sing Stones all night. It's okay. All right, let's get back into this. Whoa, Jesus. Bruh, easy. I am not doing the whole stream like that. It'll terrify people. Won't someone think of the children? I wonder what percentage of TikTok says, I support mental health, but couldn't give you more than a 4-word definition. Ah, now there's the thing. So my eldest daughter, guys, I've talked about Kenzie quite frequently, and Jay is a regular here. Kenzie wants to go to school. She's the one who wants to go to university to become a child psychologist. Right? When it's zoomed in, hi, I'm Chuck. Wanna play? And that's the thing. Like, I think that I like to think that both my girls grew up with a healthy understanding of what mental health means. Like what it means to actually approach mental health for yourself, but also what it means to be aware of mental health issues with others. No, and exactly. It is not an evil or not an easy answer. It's not. Absolutely. Because it's very individualistic. Mental health is very individual based, right? Because the things that might trigger me aren't going to necessarily trigger like Slider or my daughters or, my ex or my current, partner, right? No, it does. It 100%. It definitely does deserve far more than 4 words. But again, like I said, I like to think that that my daughters do have a healthy understanding. Like I said, my oldest, her goal is she's been working to save up the money so she can go to university, become a child psychologist. That's a lot of work, right? No, and that's words. And remember, the funny thing is, it was Jay dressed in blue. We had this conversation regarding comprehension. Comprehension. Conversation and comprehension. Yeah, being good or bad, typically referred to in bad reference for suicidal thoughts or depression. I mean, like, so psychotanker, in my case, I'm bipolar. I'm bipolar 1. I was diagnosed over 13 years ago. I live my life on medication. The reason I am able to do this, because generally a lot of people who have, who are bipolar require a modicum of medication. I already had a certain level of self-awareness because of my martial arts training over the years. And off and on practice with, if you have no comprehension, comprehension and communication. Modicum. Modicum and medicum. Don't you start with me, Slider. But for a lot of years, I struggled with trying to understand why I would have volatile emotional outbursts, things like that. Because it didn't make sense, because normally I was very logical and very, very well put together, but I would have these moments where I would become very manic, or I would go through bouts of extreme dark depression. It used to be often referred to as manic depressive. As it turns out, bipolar, like many other mental health disorders, are on a spectrum. Proper testing. I had some major health issues, 13, 14 years ago. And I hit an extreme depressive state. To the point that the physical work that I was doing on my body to repair the physical damage wasn't actually working, and my doctor was getting, my general practitioner was getting concerned. So he actually had me go and talk to a psychiatrist. Psychiatrist ran me through a whole modicum, like a barrage of different tests. Comes to the determination that all of these years I've been living undiagnosed bipolar. But then upon further investigation, a lot of my behavior started to make sense. A lot of it made sense. Actually sitting down and having the conversation with the psychiatrist, things started to click into place, and a lot of things really made more sense. Like the emotional dysregulation. So from there, it leads into then talking to, like, going to an actual therapist. Like good old-fashioned, proper therapy, right? Once a week, 1 hour session once a week, talk through things. We tried medication at first, the medication didn't work. It actually made things worse. It heightened the manic and the depressive state, where I was going through what they refer to as rapid cycle. So I had to sit down with the psychiatrist, my therapist, and my general practitioner. All three of them and myself sitting in the same room. So we start discussing, okay, number one, the medication isn't working. We've tried a variety of different meds make it worse. For me, it was just one of those, medication wasn't enough. Not in Canada, it's not. Canada, it's not pricey. For you guys in the US, that would have been expensive as fuck. But in Canada, no, it was covered. I didn't have to pay a damn cent. 3 specialists in one room, unthinkable. Happens a lot more frequently than you might think in Canada. Didn't cost me a dime. Anyway, so having that sit down, a couple of things were brought to my attention. So I started doing, instead of doing medication, I did PPT, which is it is a method of therapy that kind of brings you into the present moment, takes you out of the emotion you're dealing with, right? It allows you to then sort of more logically assess the situation, bring yourself back down to a sort of level based. Now, that being said, I still go through depressive state. I still have manic state, but it's more controlled now, and I'm more aware of the triggers, the things that trigger that and everything, right? So here I am, and like, here's the thing. So Jay Dressed in Blue, my daughter, can attest. I'm very level-headed. I don't yell a lot. I don't lose my shit a lot. I'm not the kind of person who's running around, throwing shit around, or screaming my face off. Like, I can get angry. I can use loud voice. My military voice carries quite well. Yes, military voice carries well. but like I'm not dangerous. But the funny thing is, my ex always used to say, well, people who are bipolar have any kind of mental illness, dangerous. I mean, you know, yep. I spent 4 years as a civilian instructor for the Canadian Armed Forces, so the voice carries. It carries. Okay, see, this is what I mean. Chat, this is what we were talking about earlier. The truck gets sleepy going at high speeds around corners, right? Yeah, my family doc just keeps shoving pills at me saying if I say anything about mental health. See, and that's the thing though, is medication can be effective, but there has to be other parts to it. You can't just throw pills at it. Well, I'm gonna head out. All right, thank you. I love you, kiddo. And you know, if you need to, message me, right? Or like, send me a voice note, whatever, okay? You know I got your back, kiddo. But like, and that's the thing, right? Like, we have crazy good tons of specialists. I don't even have to leave the valley. That's the thing. Like, it came down to I had to be very. So what ended up working for me in the long run was, number one was the therapy, but then I started doing journaling, being able to more effectively put my emotions on paper. There was sessions of DBT, but then I also have done breath work. The thing that actually really dialed it back in was getting back into doing meditation. That's what really clinched it for me, was getting back into doing daily meditation. Allowed me to then keep everything pretty baseline. And again, like I said, I still have my manic points, still have depressive. Right? It's not something that will ever go away. It's part of who I am. I have bipolar 1. Like, it never goes away. But I am in control. It's not in control of me. I am in control of it. So it comes down to being aware. Okay? If you work hard, you can be. God damn it.
Shame. Shame.
Two-sider, I swear to God.
Shame.
You work hard, you can be tripolar. God. Mother sucker. Be tripolar. I can be tripod if I try hard enough. Ovaltine level great. I can't believe we're having this conversation. Oh, you mother. As a truck, I mean, that was bad. I do like the Mac Anthem, yes. And what is it? We've got what? How much? 113,598 miles on this truck. Yeah, I might like the truck. As a friend, yes. As a truck, no. Both my parents were bipolar, made for fun upbringing. Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, there can be some wild shifts. And and the thing is though, like, I like the open, yeah, that's the thing. I love the windshield on this. Like, this truck is actually pretty solid. And it has the horsepower in the low end to actually, like, be small. Yeah, I imagine that made for a fun upbringing, but like I said, like it came down to figuring out certain things that were triggers. Learning how to have open conversation with people in my life about being bipolar, and that it didn't make me dangerous. Like that was the weird part. So many people thought like, oh well, that means you're fucking psycho. Like, you know, like that means you're fucking crazy. Like you're dangerous. It's like, no, it doesn't. My dad was in the war, but I grew up in the desert. Wait, what? What is that? What?
Oh, hell no.
God damn it, Two-Side. I was in the war, but I grew up in the desert.
Martini.
Christ. And this is why, chat, this is why Dad's not a partner. So we can't have nice things here. I mean, like, neither one beat me. No, and yeah, it usually ends up being mental or emotional, right? But the thing is, though, like, when it comes to mental health issues, I know that there are a lot of general practitioners out there that won't even make the call to put you in touch with a good psychotherapist or therapist or psychologist or psychiatrist, right? It's one of those, they literally just want to throw pills at it and call it a day. And it's like, that's great. But number one, the pills themselves has some very adverse effects. This is a problem. Right? The pills themselves can be fucking dangerous. Because it's about dosage. And it takes time to get the dosage right. You can't just throw pills at it and expect it to work. Right? But the medication only works for some people if and when it's being used in conjunction with proper therapy, whether you're talking to a therapist, psychotherapist, psychologist, or psychiatrist, right? But then there is also other self-care that has to be put on top of that, layered on top of that, to then help offset therapy and medication side of it. In my case, the medication wasn't an option because it made things worse, but then I layered in extra parts of the self-care side of it, right? My company keeps pushing their mental health services, but people are shy about using it on the thought that they might share info with management. Here's the thing, though: it's supposed to be, if it's a medical service, it's client client privacy privilege, right? Hippo semi-automatic oath. Oh my God. That's life today. You go to doc, he asks you what's wrong, then treat with a pill. That's the real issue. In some cases, yeah. And it's the same with painkillers and everything too, right? That's not what RFK said this week. No, he said he's going to know exactly what causes autism by September and have a cure for it because it's a disease. I think it's the dumbest fucking thing I've heard a human being say in like the last 3 weeks. He wants to mine medical data? Yeah, so he wants to have an autistic registry. Like, that doesn't sound good, okay? You guys have watched X-Men. Mutant registration? Ring a bell? What happened there? Yeah, we're throwing it into the comic books at this point. Who RFK's a mutant? He's part, I mean, he is part worm. True. It's true, he is part worm. Even if the worm is dead, there's worm poop in his head. First of all, number one, he should not be in charge of the department that he is in charge of, considering RFK isn't even a fucking doctor. He has no medical training. He has no right to be in that office. None. He has about as much right in that office as a robo-wiener. RFK, yeah, RFK, yeah, RFK. Yeah, it's RFK. Actually, robo-wiener deserves a position more than he does. That's right, Bob, battery-operated boyfriend. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Is more qualified for the position than RFK Jr. No different than when Reagan put someone into the environment. Yeah, well, that's true, yeah. Valid. That still worked out better than this seems to be, though. Bolt on, bolt on boob works, but yeah, I mean, okay, that's fair. Oh my God. Hey, listen, chat. Y'all just want to move to Canada? Come up here, join me. Just y'all move into my backyard. Okay? It's beautiful up here. We've got a really good aerospace industry. Tech, the tech sector up here is is very nice. If you want to get into game development, we got game developers up here too. Really good. Yeah, but you're moving to a country where you don't need a firearms collection. Is your gazpacho warm? Gazpacho's not supposed to be warm. Gazpacho's supposed to be cold, you bastard. Warm. Who let this fool in here? Don't tell the chef how to chef. Is your gazpacho warm? No. It's cold. The way it's supposed to be. The way Nona wanted it. Gazpacho hot, warm. What the hell's wrong with you? Just remember, Sleepy, you get rid of your firearms collection. That's fine. Stupid sexy snow camels. We don't have camels. We have bears and moose. Too cold winter, cannot drive in snow and ice. Now listen, you just get a dog sled team, or better yet, get a snowmobile. You'll be fine. It's fine. Perfectly okay. Trust me. Trust me, bro. Sounds like too cold in winter, cannot drive in snow and ice. Yes, you can. Put chains on your tires. Get a snow machine. Or dog sled team. Take your pick. Or all of the above. Either way, it's all good. My recommendation, get a snow machine. Get yourself a nice little Arctic cat. You'll be good. Good to go. Actually, the crazy part is here, our winters haven't been really super cold lately. Or a lot of snow. No, I don't have a snow cone machine, but I mean, I might be persuaded to get one. I'll give you a snow cone machine. That's a snow job? Yes, yes it is. It is $9.99 an hour. Whoa, 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 whoa. If it's a snow job, that's $99.99 an hour. Come on now. Can't be giving it away for free. That's way too cheap. 10x that shit. $99.99 per hour. love what you do, you never work a day in your life. Well, I mean, there's something to that. That doesn't mean I'm doing a snow job for $9.99 per hour. I know guys who cut grass for more than that an hour. Okay, we're almost there, folks. Almost there. Coming up to, well, we're just outside of Seattle. We're heading to Olympia. We are taking the ramp for Seattle here. I'll stick. We're gonna stay where we are. No, we have to get over. Thanks for hanging out with me for Thursday night. An Arcade After Dark Streamerversary edition. Nick, I apparently missed the last thing that you said. Are you still here? How did I miss that? God damn. Okay, we're definitely speeding now. It's 60 and I'm doing 74. All right, here we go. Brought her back down in line to where we needed to be. 45 minutes out from drop off. We're pretty good. The sun's coming down on the west coast of the U.S. Look at this. We made it. We're just about to Olympia, Washington. Sun's just coming down. Beautiful way. Beautiful way to end the day. Run's almost complete. Whoa. Okay. Yes, I know I'm speeding. See, I got a ticket, Dad. That sumbitch was sitting on the side of the road. Smokey was sitting over there on the side of the road, gun out. Pointed at the truck, just waiting to grab somebody. Let's get this in while we still got just that last little vestige of sunlight in the sky. I think we're here for West Olympia. I don't know if this means that we're actually going to be able to pull this one off or not, but we'll see. By the way, Two-Sider, how do you know if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life? How do you know? Are you out on your street corner right now? Are you working the 5 to 9? Working that 5 to 9 crowd? Happy hour? All right, here we go. We're almost. Okay, maybe I should be using the engine brake at this point, considering it is after 7 p.m. here. I mean, we are in downtown business district, but still. I'll try not to be so bloody disruptive. What the hell's the train? Oh, wow. All right, looks like it's coming out of the... Oh, it's a pretty short-ass train, though. That is a pretty short-ass train. I'm kind of disappointed. Making way too much freaking noise. Less, huh? Alright, well, I'm not... Nobody's in the guard shack. We're... Okay, there. Okay, we're good. Gonna roll through. Should be all right. Okay, we're all right. Looks like around on the back side of the building. Okay, chat. Do this. Got it. Perfect. Look at this. All right, there we go. Give her a little bit of a nudge. Then, maybe we'll, there we go. Okay, we're good. Get in there, get in there, get in there. There we go. Goes up. That could be it. How do we do? How do we do? There it is. There it is. 3,317. Damn. We're almost, chat, we're almost at level 230. That's a little obscene. Okay. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up. Is 10:18? That is going to wrap it up for Arcade After Dark. The Streamerversary. Thanks for hanging out with me for Thursday night. I really do truly appreciate it. Thank you so very, very much. To anybody who's been watching over on YouTube, thank you so much for hitting the like. Thank you for the subscribe. Thank you for putting in the time and watching the stream. I do appreciate it. Twitch, thank you as always for throwing down with the follows. Thank you for the subs, gifted subs. Thank you, Twitch. Thanks for sliding that, the big old tip.
Oh my.
We are going to get out of here for the night. Normally I would raid, but I think I'm going to let you guys head out. Pretty late. And maybe y'all just go and relax and, you know, just have yourselves a wonderful evening. And I will see you back here for Friday stream early. That was a wonderful evening. Cheers, everybody.